Hello, it's Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess in Bridges Grove with this week's mini ritual using Womanrunes and the 30 Days of Goddess daily practice deck, as well as a card from our Story Goddess Oracle, which is a progressive deck I am building this year for our Goddess Magic community on Patreon. That's patreon.com/goddessmagic. So from Womanrunes, we received the whole moon first, and I'm going to tell you honestly that I went ahead and put it back because I thought, I've recently done a video with this rune. Sometimes I find this rune a little bit of a difficult one for me to personally connect with, which is funny because I wrote the book after all, but that's okay. We don't always connect with everything, even things we've written ourselves. And so I put it back and then I drew the egg instead. And then I thought, sometimes sometimes they have something to teach us together. So usually in general, I find in divination that it isn't really wise to put things back, that when we put things back, we're trying to control the narrative, so to speak, instead of being open to the wisdom that is there. So then I thought, well, that's kind of maybe that's kind of the lesson of this whole moon rune, the rune of cycles and moon energy and mysteries and things like that, is that what are you trying to shroud or silence or put back or put away or not listen to that is actually asking for your attention? So what is coming into the light of the moon as the moon continues to wax? What are you trying to keep hidden away? What are you not listening to? What is changing for you that you need to name and claim? What do you need to look at? What do you need to face squarely? What do you need to acknowledge and see? What do you need to actually see? And so that is where the whole moon came in for me, is these cycles of change and mystery and ebbing and flowing, and then also naming it and claiming it, speaking it, looking at it, acknowledging it, and seeing it. So a little bit different than my usual message, but that is what I wanted to say today about those runes. And then from our daily practice deck, we received wisdom. Oh, hey, this is perfect. What wisdom might be waiting for you to pay attention to it? What wisdom is waiting for you to name it and claim it? What wisdom is there? What wisdom is there? So may you trust your own inner wisdom. May you trust your own inner knowing. May you trust that which nudges at you, asking for attention, asking to be seen and heard. And a practice. Excuse me, I have my blue light glasses on my head and they're falling down. Lie on your stomach, full length on the floor or bed. Stack your hands on top of one another in front of you and rest your forehead in your stacked hands. We've had that card recently before too, but it's always a good practice. When I gave my keynote this last weekend at Gaia Goddess Gathering, I shared the story that I also share in my book, Walking with Persephone, about my most dominant fantasy being to just spend some time lying on the floor. Well, this is an excellent way to put the lying on the floor into practice, which is to lie on the floor with your hands stacked up, sometimes called crocodile pose in yoga. It can help with headaches, it can help with tension relief, and it can just be an actual experience of full body grounding, like it brings you back down in and present. So that's our practice. Oh, let's see. I will go ahead and share this prayer now. May I make my own map, claim my own compass, orient myself by joy, and set out to discover the terrain of my own life and all its edges hold. I am the edge walker. This is my life. So this reminds me too of both wisdom and of the whole moon, is where are you walking in your own life? This is about accessing your own wisdom, stepping into your own power, setting forth on your own path, trusting that inner guidance, but also what is peeking around the edges, what is coming into being, what is stepping forth into the light of the moon. I am the edge walker. This is my life. And then with some more moon connection, I'm only just now, I don't plan these out before we start. And it's funny how sometimes the connections emerge to me as I'm going. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even see this. I'd already picked this rune. And then I'd already picked this card. And then I didn't even see the connection until right this second between the moon energy and mysteries and our Story Goddess Oracle card today, who is Artemis. So listen. I call you to the hunt. We will run with the wild, singing the song of hoofbeat on stone. I tell of sacred guardians, forest wisdom, and the arrow's flight of truth. So how are you running with the wild? Where are you learning from the sacred guardians of your own landscape, the forest wisdom or land wisdom of your own ecosystem, the land that surrounds you? It doesn't have to be a forest. It can be just the wisdom of the place where you inhabit, where you spend your days and live your life, and the creatures and animals and plants that share that home ground, not the symbology or the associations that are in books or online, but what's actually happening on your own home ground. Where is the wisdom there? What can you listen to that's right there in your own home, on your own home landscape? So nice connection there with wisdom and with the moon and with Artemis and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so then I have two more little closing prayers, and I think I'm going to go with this one first. This is from our Cut Your Own deck for September. And it kind of connects with the original about making our own map, claiming our own compass, stepping into our own power. May we step into the ordinary each day and find it full of magic. May we soar into seeing and may we settle into being. May we bear witness to what unfolds without forcing. May we dare to inhabit our own lives as they are. And then one final one. These are our business cards that go out with orders, that double as a prayer card that fits into the 30 Days of Goddess companion deck, but also can be used as a bookmark or a companion, or you can cut it up and use it for something else, or you can gift it away to someone, or you can prop it by your computer and use it as a reminder. So this one, I've come back to this one a lot this year. One of my words of the year was expansive. And yeah, I just love that sensation of softening to the expansive. I really consciously and intentionally do it every day. I step outside and I'm like, let me take a deep breath. And I'm going to soften into the expansive right here, right now. So to close our ritual today, let us soften into the expansive, lean into the limitless, and stretch into the infinite. Let us feel how we are carried, held, and supported as we live. So this week, may you trust your own wisdom. May you be alert to those things that need to be named and claimed. And may you trust and feel that you are carried, held, and supported as you live. Thank you so much for being here, and keep living your magic. Bye-bye.